Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Songs of Faith Sunday. My name is Chris Wilson. So glad you decided to join us tonight. With me, as always, is my beautiful flower of a wife, Carrie.
I like that one.
I got to try to change it up once in a while. I have to have brand new adjectives all the time. I'm feeling particularly blessed this Sunday because we got a chance to go outside and enjoy
day.
Yeah, one of the most beautiful autumn days you could really have. I'm also freshly shorn.
Not courtesy of me this time.
No, this is my first non-house haircut
Since COVID.
since COVID. Yeah.
They did a better job than I do.
I don't know that's. I don't know. It's just shorter, so it's sort of more obvious. But So I feel just feel all neatened up.
You look all like fresh and revived.
I hope everybody. All right. Can we just settle this for once and for all? I mean, I know Sunday is the beginning of the week, technically, but it always feels like the end of the weekend.
It does.
So I like to refer to the week,
starting Monday.
What is it? So are we starting? Let's just have our protocol for this show.
I mean, I think that Monday is the start of the week because it's the start of the work week and the school week. So I think that's kind of how people view it. But on the calendar,
I just want to be clear because sometimes I get a little because I refer to the week past or the week ahead, and I mean, if I'm referring to the week ahead, but we're already in it, it just seems like I've done something wrong. In any case, I hope everybody had a great week and a great weekend.
Yeah.
I had a lovely time. On Friday night, we played to a sold-out house at Fort Hill, the Fort Hill Theater in Canandaigua, and I was part of a very large group of really wonderful musicians who did a tribute for Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and there wasn't an empty seat in the house, and people were just going crazy. I was not expecting the audience response that we got. It was really something. So I know some of you who are watching were probably there, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. It was a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing to play for I forgot how much I love to play for a large audience. It's
been a while.
It's been a while since I played for a big one, and it's a very special thing, and it's never lost on me when I walk out on that stage, like what a blessing it is to do it. So, one of our number one fans out there, Nikki Capadonia, he requested a song tonight. And we presented Nikki from our One Hallelujah organization, which one of the many things that we try to do with that organization is get musical instruments into the hands of people who can benefit from them. And so at the time, I procured two of these guitars. So we'll call them brothers. And I got these two guitars with the intention of using them in this capacity. So the first one went to Nikki. So this is the twin. This is the twin brother of the guitar that Nikki has at home, and hopefully he's got in his hands right now, and he can play along with this next song. So I just thought I'd bring this guitar out tonight and play the song that you requested, Nikki. So this is my version, sort of a bluesy version of the Lord's Prayer, which I refer to as the Our Father. And thought it was a nice way to get us started tonight, put us all in the mood. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy most holy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us all from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Not a bad sounding little guitar here.
Yeah, that's great. And Nikki was playing and
Was
singing.
he?
Yep.
Awesome. You know, I feel like, and it's interesting because I did the concert on Friday, and people were coming up to me and saying that they watched this show, and I just can't believe that we get to do this. Like, I can't believe it. It is just such a blessing to not only be able to, do the thing that you love and all of that, but to build a community of people whom you love and whom love you, and you get to interact with them, and then, they'll tell you stories about, how this little goofy little show that we do interacts with their life. And I don't know. I know that I say those things a lot, but it's because I can't not say them, I had a producer friend, maybe I've said this on the show before, who used to tell me that I always said too much. He came up to me after a show one time and he was just like, what are you doing? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you stop saying thank you. He's like, it makes you sound like, he said it just made me, like, it made me seem weak. And I know that he didn't mean it exact. Like, I think his thing was just that, like, he's like, say thank you and then end it.
Well,
but I can't. I
Well, and it's who you are. And just so everybody out there, just so you know, that's who he is off the stage as well. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that he talks about, whether you're listening or not.
yeah,
So,
I just talk about you guys all the time. Like it's like my favorite. You guys are like my favorite, and it's. Well, I don't know. It's not just the the technology that allows us to. I mean, I just think about all the things that would have had to come together that have come together to allow a thing like this, and it's sort of, it feels, I don't know. It feels miraculous to me that it's even possible.
yeah.
And who knows? Maybe it is. So. All right, so from now on, Nikki, every time you request a song, I'm going to play it on your guitar. So then you'll know, then you'll get a chance to see what's possible with that
And he can
instrument.
play along with you.
You can play along with me, and people will think we're twins. All right. So I got to play this Martin quite a lot for the Crosby, Stills, and Nash show. This was loaned to me by my friend Rory. I can't get used to my hair. I can't. It's, I was saying this backstage, we were talking at the show. So there's like 16 musicians involved in this show. So the backstage was just sort of this hive of activity. Lots of interesting conversations going on back there. But, so all of these guys had seen me through, weeks of rehearsals. And I just looked progressively more like a bum. I don't know if, I don't know what happened to me during COVID, but I just was sort of like, the way that I would allow myself to leave the house, I would allow myself to leave the house looking not good. So everybody backstage was just coming up to me like, Chris. And I'm like, wow,
Did it make you feel good or bad?
No, it made me feel really bad. I set the standard really low, I said,
Well, you
"Geez."
like a good transformation.
I do.
Moment.
I do. But it was amusing. All right, I'm going to sing a song that I wrote very recently, and I think I only played it on the show once, maybe twice. And then because we were so busy, usually when I write a song, I will play it so much in the beginning, and that's the thing that sort of commits it to memory, is I just have played it so many times, and it's just there. But I wrote this song not even planning. It wasn't even during a writing session or something. I just wrote it very spur of the moment. I came up with this chorus, and then the song just followed. And I called Carrie, and I was like, I just wrote this song today. And so I hadn't really committed it to memory in that way. I did it once on the show, and then we were so busy and all these rehearsals and all these other things I was doing, I didn't. I didn't. You're making an awful lot of noise up there.
I forgot to open my crackers before the show. I was trying so hard to do
I
it
keep
quietly.
thinking it's over. Okay, well, there can't be any more crinkling.
Sorry.
And then...
Continue.
I'm sorry. Anyway, made me lose my train of thought. No, so, I hadn't committed this song to memory the way that I usually do. And because of all the other things that were going on, I sort of forgot about it. And... today I was just sitting in my office going, I was like, didn't I just write a song a few weeks? And I was just like, oh my gosh, I even said it to Carrie. I said, do you remember I just wrote a new song the other day? And she's like, yeah. And we both just sat there like, what was it? And so this song sort of slipped out of my memory. Because of all of it. I mean, we're moving, and just the amount of stuff that we're trying to do right now is sort of silly. But that's a very long story to come into this song. So this song was started because my wife says, the sort of traditional prayer with the girls. I mean, among other sort of ways that they pray, but it always sort of ends with the "Now I lay me down to sleep," which I always thought just had a really nice sort of rhythm to it, and I just sort of put it to sort of I guess you could sort of say that it's in this sort of blues, sort of soul place, the way I'm singing it.
Yeah.
And I thought it made like a really nice song, so here it is. Sometimes the day is long, made of heartbreak and tears. The winter winds cover the summer, yet I know you are near. So I will find peace of mind as long as I'm here. Now I lay me down to sleep and pray the Lord my soul to keep, watch and guard me through the night, and wake me with the light. Just give me your hand. A voice softly screams. Watch me stand to find me sliding right out of my dreams. Then I know, just let it go. I believe. Now I lay me down to sleep and pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I should die before I wake, Lord, the soul won't you take? Now I lay me down to sleep and pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I should die before I wake, Lord, the soul won't you take? so won't you take I've run out of pithy things to say
Never say that.
when I finish a song.
Nah.
Unless there's an audience here, it's very hard. So maybe you need to do something audience-like. Well, you look at me lovingly, which you already
I
do
do.
that, and
Yes.
and you do it very well. But maybe like something like that.
I throw you some of
Well, every
those.
once in a while, but you're sort of in shadow up there, so I can't really see. So maybe I don't know, just a little bit more like ooh, or something, just something.
I can't be producer and audience.
I understand that.
I'll give you a few. I'll give you more.
Need feedback. I feel so blessed. I woke up just feeling blessed today, and I was just weird. Maybe it was the extra hours of sleep,
I bet you it was.
but just feeling so blessed, and I feel that God is. Oh, he's so close, and I just, I don't like to put words in God's mouth. I don't like when, but I think it's very safe to assume, based on my interaction with him, and that he's just there all the time, wanting to give, wanting to bless you.
Yeah.
And I felt that this morning very, very strongly. I had a very interesting thing happen. So a lot of times requests come in, and I don't see them for one reason or another. They come in from different sources, different emails, different things. And so Carrie, a lot of times she will sort of see them and transmit them to me. And sometimes a few of them will fall through the cracks and we won't see them until later. So I've been trying to catch up with some of the ones that I've missed in various shows or just didn't have time to play. So today this song just came to me. It just came to me from out of the blue. And it's a song that I haven't played very much at all. In fact, I think I've only played it on the show once, and it was last Easter.
Yeah.
And I think I've only sung it one other time before that. At church once. So I just started playing this song today, and it was weird that it came to me. And so Carrie comes down and she's like, it's cool. She's like, I forgot about that song. It's cool that you're playing that one tonight. And I said, what were you talking about? She's like, we got a request for that song. And I had no idea. I didn't see it. I had no idea. And she said, yeah. She said, I think Peter requested this one.
Yeah, I think it was last week, and I said he'll play it next week, and I forgot to tell you about it. And I heard him singing, and I assumed that you had maybe seen it when you were watching the playback.
Yeah.
That you had seen that request, and so I was relieved because I had realized in that moment that I forgot to tell you, and it turns out that God told you about it instead.
And so whenever that happens, I know that it's
Yeah.
It's from him, and it's a moment where I need to sort of take that pause and reflect and give him the song, give him the moment. And so Peter, this song is for you. I'm thinking that it's I'm guessing that he wanted you to hear it, and or maybe somebody else. Maybe he wanted somebody else to hear it too.
Maybe he just wants to hear you sing it.
Yeah. So anyway, what a beautiful thing. So I'm going to play. This is a song by Dallas Home, from way back, called "Rise Again." Go ahead, drive the nails in my hands, laugh at me where you stand. Go ahead and and say it isn't me. The day will come when you will see, 'cause I'll rise again. Ain't no power on earth can tie me down. Yes, I'll rise again. Death can't keep me in the ground. Go ahead and mark my name. My love for you is still the same. Go ahead and bury me, but very soon I will be free, 'cause I'll rise again. Ain't no power on earth can tie me down. Yes, I'll rise again. Death can't keep me in the ground. Go ahead and say I'm dead and gone, but you will see that you were wrong. Go ahead, try to hide the sun, but all will see I am the one, 'cause I'll rise again. Ain't no power on earth can keep me back. Yes, I'll come again. Come to take my people back. That is a powerful song.
It is. I actually have such memories of that song. My dad used to sing it every Easter at church growing up. I used to look forward to that, so I'm so happy that you're singing it now.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll stop just relegating it just to Easter. You know,
Yeah.
what a yeah. I'll stop talking. I get very emotional and very excited about, you know, when you get to sing these words. You know, there's such, it's like, I don't know, picking up the guitar and I start playing the melody, I start playing the accompaniment, and it's like I just got in a car and I'm driving someplace awesome, you know, and I'm looking at these words and they're like scenery, you know, going by, and it's just beautiful. And I don't know, that's really what it feels like for me when I'm singing a song like that, you know, some just beautiful work of art that someone created.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's true though. It's actually like that for me. I feel like I'm moving through it. You know, I'm not just reading it or I'm not just remembering it. It's like that. You know, there's a part of that song, and it says, "Go ahead and mock my name. My love for you is still the same." And you know, one of the teachings of Christ that people sort of always struggle with is the is that. It's the turn the other cheek model.
Yeah.
Because we've created in society justification for, sort of retaliation
Yeah.
and justified revenge.
We have a very, kind of a defiance.
Yeah. And it's really hard. Like, it's hard if somebody is awful to you and you're just like,
Yeah.
But we were doing our Bible study, which, by the way, is still open to anybody who wants to come. Every Tuesday night, 7:00 in this building. Send us a message if you want to come and come.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We've had wonderful people showing up, great conversations. There's nothing aggressive about it. We're just sitting around exploring and trying to, figure out that amazing book that God gave us.
Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of friends, and it's just lovely. But a story was told during this, and I don't know I remember what all the names are. But it had to do with the founder of Teen Challenge, which is a Christian drug and alcohol rehabilitation ministry.
I think it's David Wilkerson.
David Wilkerson. And they've just had this tremendous success rate in terms of getting people off drugs and alcohol. It is an amazing program. But this David Wilkerson, Wilker.
I think Wilkerson.
Who started this program, I guess a story was told about, I don't know what the names are here.
I remember the name. Nikki Cruz is the one you're thinking of.
All right, so Nikki Cruz was the guy who was going and evangelizing in the...
No, I think it was David Wilkerson that was evangelizing. Nikki Cruz was, I think, a gang member that he
So he
spoke with.
he said this to this person?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what... oh my gosh. I was so blown away by it. That's why I don't even remember the details of the names. He said that the story was told that David Wilkerson was evangelizing to this guy, and they would go into these really rough neighborhoods and gangs and just horrible, horrible situations. And I guess this Nikki Cruz approached him and said, if you say the name of Jesus one more time, he said, I'm going to cut you into 1,000 pieces. And he said that David's response was, then there'll be 1,000 pieces that love you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't even say that without.
Yeah, yeah. And Nikki Cruz went on to be quite saved. And there's some books out there that, at least one, I think it's called Run Baby Run. I have not read it, but I would like to. But yeah, amazing.
I mean, could you imagine being in that situation and having the amount of faith that it requires to make such a statement?
I know.
And I just think...
And I think after he said it, I believe what he said was that Nikki ran. He just ran away. Because he just, yeah.
I mean...
It's amazing.
So, wow. Oh, I'm going to get all snotted up for the next song. All right, well, I need a quick break. So what we're going to do, I wanted to share with you that the fundraiser, the first part of our fundraiser that we did, completed, and we had the people working here on residing this building. Now, just to give you a quick recap, we started a fundraiser in September. No, yeah, it was in September.
It was August.
It was
right?
August?
September. It was August. Yes, the fundraiser was in August.
All right.
The
okay.
project, yeah.
Because we were informed by our insurance company that if we didn't do something to the outside of this building, we were going to lose our insurance. The underwriters would no longer cover it, because while we had worked so sort of intensely on the inside of the building, we never had the finances to be able to take care of the outside of it, and it was deteriorating badly. So this obviously caught us off guard, and we just didn't, given COVID and having come out of that without having done the kind of shows that I'm used to and all of this stuff, there just wasn't any way to do it financially. So we decided to have a fundraiser because now this building was also going to be the home of our One Hallelujah nonprofit charity. So we decided to do this fundraiser, and we set a very ambitious goal. And what was interesting was, and I just realized this the other day, so we got the people here to start residing the building. Now we decided to set the goal for the entire project, like everything to be done with this building, and there's a lot because we need to still do other things. But the guys who were here, they were here for 6 weeks, completely redoing the outside of this building, and I calculated the amount of money that came in to the GoFundMe and the various sources that people donated through. And when it came time to write the final check to these guys, we were only $75 short of, like, we got almost the exact amount, and we only had to add another $75 to it to make it happen. And I just overwhelmed. I'm not going to talk about it too because I will cry on that one. But we wanted to show you some pictures. These were just some pictures I took with my cell phone. We're working on a little bit of a video presentation that we'll show you down the road that shows the whole transformation, but just to give you an indication of what you guys did. So this is what the building looked like. It was, and if we were to zoom in on that, which we can't really do, but the exterior was literally just deteriorating. It was just falling off the building.
Yeah.
So here is the before on the front of the building, and with the exception of some mess in the driveway that we still have to deal with, this is what it looks like now. Come on.
Ta-da.
It's so exciting to see that happen. So Carrie's just going to scroll through a couple of other little, this is them on the lift sort of doing it and taking care of it, and here's another little after picture.
Sorry, hold on. Okay.
It just gleams in the sun now. It's like it was just washed clean. Mm-hmm. And the white, I think, really ended up being a really nice choice for the building.
Yeah.
So the back was a nightmare. So that deck that you see right there, none of that was built to code, and not even close. I mean, that thing was literally falling apart. We moved into this building. We took ownership of this building in 2013, and we never let anybody walk out on there for, 8 years.
Yeah.
It was just totally unsafe, and we're like, well, at some point that's got to come down. And there's a big tree there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Sort of killed my punchline.
I didn't know where you were going. That's too late.
But
so we'll go back.
But we had to rip. So
Big
you can see the
tree.
difference there. We had to rip that deck down completely, and in order to reside. But so now we've got. Look at that. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, we have a sliding door now there that leads to nowhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is the next part of this project, and we're going to try to figure out how to fundraise for that, because what we want to do is expand the building a little bit so we can have some larger audiences in here. So just sort of have an addition off the back. We thought about just rebuilding the deck, but we thought, being that we're in upstate New York, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense if maybe we could do an enclosed sort of area there for people to enjoy year round. So this was another thing. If you've been, when we first had the barn before the ramp was in, this was the only entrance to the place, and we sort of closed that off because it had just deteriorated to such a degree, and this is what it looks like now. So we got pavers down there, so we have a nice, safe entrance now that nobody is going to trip on, and just overwhelming to me.
Yeah.
Is that the last of the pictures?
Yep.
So this is what you've done. You've helped create like just an amazing, safe building that is going to be enjoyed for many, many years. And I don't know that I could fully express my gratitude, but I'll go back to singing now that I'm not weeping anymore. This is Ain't No Grave, and this is going out to Heather. Shame is a prison, cruel as the grave. Shame is a robber, he's come to take my name. Love is my redeemer, lifting me off the ground. Love is the power when my freedom song is found. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, gonna get up out of the ground. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Fear is a liar to the smooth velvet tongue. Fear is a tyrant, always telling me to run. Love is a resurrection, love is a trumpet sound. Love is my weapon, gonna take my giants down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, gonna rise up out of the ground. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Between death and life, there on a tree, the Lamb of God was crucified. He went down to hell, and he took back every key. He rose up as a lion, and he set all the captives free. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No grave gonna hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, gonna rise up out of the ground. No grave gonna hold my body down. Out of the grave I'm walking to. If you walked out of the grave I'm walking to. If you walked out of the grave I'm walking to. If you walked out of the grave I'm walking to. If you walked out of the grave I'm walking to. If you walked out of the grave, I'm walking too. If you walked out of the grave, if you walked out of the grave, if you walked out of the grave, I'm walking too. And there ain't no grave gonna hold his body down. No grave gonna hold his body down. He heard that trumpet sound, rose up out of the ground. There ain't no grave gonna hold his body down. Love that song. Thank you for that request, Heather. Okay, so this guitar right here was donated by Dave Stutzman from Stutzman's Guitar Center, one of our just dear, dear friends who I've been talking about for a very, very long time here. And you know, if you needed anything in this regard, this is not a commercial because that's not how this is, but if you needed anything in this regard, these are the people to go to. They sell just amazing instruments that they stand behind, and they're just some of the most lovely people. People who you can just see in everything that they do, that they follow God and His instruction for them, and it's just a wonderful thing, and they inspire me, and I just love them. So Dave and Margaret donated this beautiful Blue Ridge guitar, which we are going to use in some capacity before the end of the year as part of a fundraising tool for One Hallelujah. And he just, Dave is just always so generous and so giving and supporting us. And look at how beautiful this guitar is, just lovely. And so I thought you might want to hear what it sounded like. So I'm going to play Why Me, Lord, which has been requested for a while now. I haven't gotten around to playing it. Great old Chris Christopherson song. Got a little attitude on me. One more time. Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do that was worth loving you, for the kindness you've shown? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I've needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Tell me, Lord, if you think there's a way I can try to repay all I've taken from you. Maybe, Lord, I can show someone else what I've been through myself on my way back to you. soul's in your hand. Jesus, I've wasted it. So help me, Jesus. I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus. My soul's in your hands. Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Well, I've got one more song here tonight. This one is for Kathy, one of the friends of our show here, and Kathy lost her father a year ago and requested this song. This song, I think, is just such a wonderful instruction no matter what we're going through. So, Kathy, we love you. And the Father has a plan, though it's hard to see it now. You feel you're walking all alone, but He's there, no doubt. And when the storm around you rages, and you're tossed to and fro, when you're faced with life's decisions, you're not sure which way to go, stand still and let God move. Standing still is hard to do. You feel you have reached the end and make a way for you. Stand still and let God move. When the enemy surrounds you and the walls closing in, when the tide is swiftly rising, and you wonder where He's been, friend, there never was a moment His arms weren't reaching out. You can rest assured and be secure, God's moving right now. So stand still and let God move. Standing still is hard to do. Can you feel you have reached the end? He'll make a way for you. Stand still and let God move. you feel you have reached the end, He'll make a way for you. Stand still and let God move. Stand still and let God move. Much love to you, Kathleen. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for watching tonight. We just love our community of listeners and watchers and fans and loved ones and friends and everybody in between. If you'd like to support what we're doing, we would be grateful for that, because it just helps us continue to keep this show and the various things that we're trying to do for you. It keeps them going, and it keeps the bills paid, and it keeps everything running. And so if you'd like to do that, you can go to www.chriswilson.us and make a donation. There, if you scroll, I'm somewhere on the homepage there. There's a donate button. There's also some links in the description here or in the comments here on YouTube and on Facebook. One quick note: on Wednesday night, we've got Forrest O'Connor and Isaac Eicher coming up from Nashville, Grammy-winning artists. Amazing. And by chance, we have a few tickets left. You can go on my website and get those last few tickets. That's going to be on Wednesday night. So the Wednesday night show that we're doing here live at the barn is going to be live streamed, and it's going to replace the Thursday night show this week. So there will be no Thursday show this week. It'll be on Wednesday, and it will be Forrest O'Connor and Isaac Eicher. Forrest O'Connor is amazing. And if you love my music, you will love his music. So again, you can get there's a few tickets to be here in the room, and you'll never be able to hear an artist like this in this intimate a setting. So do yourself a favor and snap them up. Anything else?
I don't think so.
So remember, again, so Wednesday, and I'm going to be joining Forrest for some songs here, so you'll get to hear me a little bit too. I think that's good. Yeah. All right. Much love, everybody. We'll see you on Wednesday night for a Forrest O'Connor concert with special guest Chris Wilson. God bless everybody. Good night.